Well, it's the 5th of September 2014. Nice having you with us this afternoon on Lunchtime News. I'm Joel Atskun. First a look at the headlines. Today is day 2 of the casting of postal votes for the Uva Provincial Council polls. Those who are unable to cast their postal votes today could do so on the 11th of this month. 150 employees of a garment factory in Katunaika admitted to hospital after food poisoning. 150th Newsfirst workshop held today. Western countries are preparing to tighten sanctions on Russia over its action in Ukraine. Taking a look at the stories in detail, today is day 2 of the casting of postal votes for the Uva Provincial Council polls. Those who are unable to cast their postal votes today could do so on the 11th of this month.
The Election Secretariat states that several postal voting centres have been established in state institutions for the public to cast their votes from 8:30 a.m. to 4:15 this evening. 30,742 government servants have obtained eligibility to submit their postal votes for the Uva Provincial Council elections. Election Secretariat RMAL Ratnayaka stated that those who were unable to cast their votes can do so only until the 11th of this month. Meanwhile, PAFREL said that postal voting was conducted in a peaceful manner yesterday. The Executive Director of PAFREL, Rohane Ettiarachchi, said that a special program will be implemented for election observers at the polling centres.
Well, now, meanwhile, the complaints unit of the Election Secretariat said that 18 complaints have been received related to the Uva Provincial Council. In more local news, the 150th Newsfirst workshop was held in Kengala Central College in Wattegama today.
150th workshop organised by Newsfirst was held for a second day today. Many high-ranking officials at the Capital Maharaja organisation were present at the occasion. Several topics such as power of new media and news reporting were touched upon at the workshop today.
Well, 150 employees of a garment factory in Katunaika have been admitted to the Negombo hospital with food poisoning. A high-ranking official at the hospital said that 120 of them received treatment from the outpatient department, while 31 of the employees from the garment factory are receiving in-house treatment. In the more local news, an 8-hour water cut will be imposed starting from 9 p.m. today in several areas including Moratua and Ratmalana due to essential maintenance work. The water cut will be in effect in the Moratua city limits, Ratmalana, Panadura, Nalluvuru, Kiribera, Koswatha, Raigama, Bandarugama and Horana areas. The Water Supply and Drainage Board hopes to resume water supply by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Well, on a somber note, Twitter users grieved today following the death of Joan Rivers, who passed away following complications from surgery. The TV personality and comedian has been lauded by cutting-edge entertainment who paved the way for female comedians and businesswomen. From stand-up comedy to hosting her own late-night show to becoming a respected fashion critic and a host of E-Fashion Police, Rivers consistently reinvented what she meant to show business over the span of 4 decades. Celebrities flocked to social media to express their sadness over the passing of Rivers and to share their favorite memories of the sharp-tongued, take-no-prisoners comedian. The 2014 Asian Youth Boys Volleyball Championship is being held in the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo. With the participation of 15 teams, the Sri Lankan team is facing the Saudi Arabian team.
The championship, which was inaugurated by the chairman of the Volleyball Federation, Minister Dilan Pereira, sees the participation of the highest number of teams in the history of the championship. 15 teams will take part under 4 groups, while Sri Lanka competes in Group A. In the group stages, Sri Lanka will compete against Australia, Kazakhstan and Saudi Arabia. Shayan Lakshita Bandarage, a student of Joseph Vaz College in Vennapur, leads the Sri Lankan side, while Charles Tiragaratna coaches the Sri Lankan side. The Sri Lankan team, which faced the Saudi Arabia team as the first match, won the match 3 sets to 0.
Into some international sporting news, soccer legend Diego Armando Maradona met Pope Francis at the Vatican yesterday, the second meeting between the two larger-than-life Argentines in less than a week.
On Monday, the 1st of this month, Maradona was among some 400 people who attended a special papal audience for players and organizers of a charity match that was being played in Rome to promote peace and interreligious cooperation. Thursday's meeting was more private in character, and there was a great display of affection between the two larger-than-life Argentines who hugged repeatedly. The meeting took place in the papal Santa Marta residence, where the pontiff and the Argentines spoke for about 15 minutes. Maradona introduced His Holiness to a group of compatriots that accompanied him, and the Pope signed a few sports shirts. Just before leaving, Maradona kissed the Pope and was overheard saying to him, "I have great affection for you, really."
Well, to keep abreast of these stories and much more, log into our Facebook page and also follow our Twitter handle at Newsfirst_EN and also our website www.newsfirst.lk. Well, that's a wrap of lunchtime news for today, but remember, 55 is coming your way starting at 1:55. I'm Joel Outscoon. Have yourself a great day ahead.
0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.